Welcome to the ArtsyFartzy Club. My name is Mrs. Johnson, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. Well, we're getting there, guys. We have just a few weeks of school left before the holiday break, and I decided to just throw out another holiday project, something that's fun that even the gen ed classroom teacher could do, that little people at home on a weekend could do. It is printing poinsettias. And so this project is super simple. All you need today is a toilet paper roll. Optional are some laundry clips. What do they call those? There's a name for those, but I can't remember. But a couple of those little doobers, optional, but it helps you to have something to hold on to and to pinch out the print, out the poinsettia leaf or petal. And a paintbrush, paper plate, a couple of Q-tips, and scissors. And I think that we're good to go. I am using red, yellow, white, and maybe gold paint. But you can use just red. You could use whatever, pink, whatever you have on hand will work totally awesome. And by the way, we are getting toward the holidays, and I am having a small business Saturday sale. So my one-time art kits that you can order that are personalized with your giftee's name, you can pick out which design you want, email their name, and then I create a personalized art kit for them, and they get to use the QR code to see a video of me teaching the lesson on how to make their art project. Those are regularly $35. Right now they are $25, which is a $10 savings. It's huge. And please support small businesses today. It makes all the difference to a small business person, where the big box store, they won't notice whether you shop with them or not. They're doing just fine. So I appreciate it if you help me out. That can make our holidays more bright for my family. All right. So all that nonsense being said, you can find those at the ArtsyFartzyClub.com, and you go into the shopping, and it's called a one-time kit. I also do monthly subscriptions, and you also can look for my live in-person classes here in Tarpon Springs, Florida, and near East Lake, Palm Harbor, Tarpon Springs, where all these little areas kind of meet together. And I do in-person classes out of our garage studio. And I would love to have you come and do one of our winter workshops. They are so fun. They're awesome. And if you wanted to see what some of the examples of the projects are, just scroll down on the Instagram and you will find that. And what's my Instagram, you may ask? Well, people, it is at, no, that's not it. It is, no, still not it. There we go. It's at the ArtsyFartzy __ club. So Artsy, ARTSY, Fartsy with the Z, and _ club. All right. So find me on Instagram. Please like or follow. What do they do on Instagram? Follow. And I would really appreciate that. That helps me out. And then you stay in the know whenever I drop a new YouTube video, or you can subscribe right here. Now's the time to do this clicky click. Please like and subscribe my YouTube. That also is amazing. It makes me feel like you are out there listening to this, and I appreciate that. Okay, all of that stuff being said, here we go. Let's do the clickety click click. And you can see I have a 9x12 black paper. You could do this on white if you're going to use just the red paper, or you could choose blue would be cool, or a green background for the holiday. Any of those would work. Okay, so I have a toilet paper roll. You could use a paper towel roll. That would also be just fine. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut diagonal. And the reason I want to cut diagonal is because it's actually going to give me a bigger petal by doing that. Okay. And I'm leaving this end because I'm going to need that later. And I'm going to cut. I want to check that my end is pretty straight. Looks pretty good. And when I do that, I'm going to use one of those laundry clips. Okay, and that keeps the point together, keeps the point pointy. And then you just kind of smush this end to make it big. Bam. That back end might be a little high. I might have to trim the middle here just a little bit. I might just make it work. I feel like if I fuss with it, okay. So I might have to rock it a little bit when I go to make my print, and that's okay. All right, then I'm going to do it for this one. Oh, I didn't grab an extra clippy do. Here. Let's see. That's the manufacturer side, so that'll be straight for sure. And same thing. You just smush this, make that end big, keep this end pointy. There you go, guys. Print. Fabulous. Okay. So let's say I got that. Now, I started one earlier today just to see how it would work. And I definitely want to add the white because the white is going to brighten it up. So that being said, I'm going to use the big one first. Dab. So I'm over here on my plate, dabbing it in. You got to make sure you dab it all around. And I have one little paintbrush, and I actually have another paintbrush here. And I'm going to put some of the white on this end. Can you see me? No, you cannot. Some of the white on this end. See if it blends these. You guys know how I like to experiment with you live and in person and see if it works. I will try it out so that you can find out. Okay, I'm going to find a new spot. And it's okay to overlap these. Oh man, I just let that clip fall into the paint. That is sad. And I think doing it this way is going to work. So we got white on one end. And you could do it where you just dab it on one end into the white and dab the other end into the red. I feel like this is going to work better for me though. So I'm going to just do it this way. Oh, Mrs. Johnson. Kind of have to press and make sure that all the sides print. Dab. Paint. You probably could get a couple prints out of it, but I just want to make sure I have lots of paint. Pull up my sleeves, Mrs. Johnson, so you don't ruin your sweater. So let's see if I get a ghost print or if it's painty enough to do this project. Let's see. Okay, it's not too bad actually. So probably two. Probably two would be what I would max out with students, because any more, then they won't get successful prints and then they'll get frustrated. All right. Do. Almost all the way around. And I actually got inspired from a friend. She did a sponge print project with her kids. And there we are. Hi. And so she inspired me to do this. Okay. So now I'm going to take my other brush and I'm going to just drag, dragging the paint from the edges. You might need to do this faster than what I did. So maybe like print a couple, drag, print a couple, drag. I think that's what I did the first time. And now I waited maybe too long. Yeah, the white's nice and draggable because I painted it on. It was thicker, and my red is already starting to dry on these ones, so that doesn't look quite as nice as it did before. Note to self. Okay. Now, that was the big one. Then we're going to layer it with a smaller one. So, I'm going to take my small one, my new one, because I let this clippy over here fall into the paint, and I don't feel like getting my hands, oh my gosh, totally painty. There we go. Get ready for that with students. Okay. So that being said, I might just bust out another brush and paint on the red. I don't know. I do have another brush here. I do. So I wonder if that will allow it to be thicker. Also, the two paints have a different consistency. This paint is much thinner. My white paint is a lot goopier. It's acrylic paint, by the way, but if I was doing this with students, I probably would do it with tempera. Would not use acrylic, but it's just what I had in the studio. All right, let's try. Printy, print, print. Okay. Let's see. Drag, drag, drag. While it's fresh, much better because it's fresh. Doing that red first and then going into the white. So the white doesn't overpower all of my red area. Better. Wipe off my brush a little bit. I think the spare paintbrush is going to be worthless. Let's not bother. Dab, dab, dab. White, white, white. Okay, instead I'm just overlapping. So going in that in-between space between the petals and overlapping what I did before, creating some visual dimension that these smaller petals are closer than the larger petals. White, white, white. Get into the white. Okay, I like that. It's working better. Wipe off this brush. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Okay. Get another one here. And maybe do another one right here. Wipe off that brush. Start in the red area. Drag, drag, drag. All right, go into the white. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I kind of like it. Just, it's kind of like almost like hatching looking, like you're doing a hatching technique to give value. Might put in a fifth one, maybe going that way. Fifth petal. All right. Yeah. Giving some more overlapping. And I kind of like that, like the red one farther back with the white one on top of that. I think that also adds to the dimension of it because the white gives the visual illusion that it's closer to the viewer. Ta-da! And I would proceed to do that, like a few of them. So like probably 5. So 1, 2, 3 more. And then take the yellow or gold paint, and we'll just, with the Q-tip, you can just boop it, or because I find that it kind of lifts the paint a little bit, I might do a little tiny circle. Boopity boop. And then you can either leave it yellow, or you could do it with the gold, or come back in with the gold after you do the yellow. I'm going to say this, this paint set, the paints got used more, the color, regular, traditional color paints, but they dried out. But these metallic paints in this paint set have lasted forever. They haven't dried out. It's a Sargent Art Tempera set. I don't know if they still make this, but I gotta say, I appreciate the longevity of this paint not drying out. It's worth the buy, because even if you don't use it every year, it's not going to go bad. And that's that. So I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it'll look cooler if I kept going. So like if I keep, do another one, like I said, another 3. And you fill that paper. Oops, I just blooped. I think you could even just print it, let them dry, and come in with color pencil. That would be cool too. Let that dry and then come in. Or even just with a paintbrush and tempera paint. Just throwing out my ideas here. Drag, drag, drag. Don't be a drag. All right. Ta-da! What do you think? Then you go back in with the little one. I guess I am just committing to doing one more. I thought, I'm done. I'll end the video now. No, I'll do one more. I don't know. I want to see. I want to see myself what it looks like, and hope that you guys like it too. Oh, clippy doobie, stay on there. Okay. Is everybody ready for the holiday? I think I'm done shopping. I've actually wrapped most of my gifts. Feeling the budget crunch a little bit this year. Really keeping it tight. And yet it's the most gift givenest year of all. Like, I've got my sister-in-law's in town and their boyfriends, and kind of bananas. Kind of bananas this year. I need a music track behind me here. Gold, 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 gold. I gotta say, I like the gold. I probably would maybe do the gold without anything else. All right. There you go. Definitely. Oh, I got paint on my fingers. Definitely do one more here, one more there. And it'd be artorific. Okay. Okay. So that was my idea for the day. I hope that is a fun activity for you to do. And oh, I'm seeing all the weird stuff. There you go. Nope, that's not it. It is this. Oh, I don't know what. Oh, because I moved it. That's why I moved it. Too much. Okay. Well, once again, my name is Mrs. Johnson, and you are now officially a member of the ArtsyFartzy Club. Yay! And if you've been here with me before, thank you so much. And please make sure that you like and subscribe. It really does help out as I'm trying to grow, and it's slow going, growing. Okay. So any subscribe is a very, very, very much appreciated. And if you are an art teacher, share me out to your art teachery friends. I appreciate that. And in case nobody's told you yet today, I love you. And I hope that you are absolutely artastic until we meet each other again. Have an awesome rest of your weekend. And we'll come up with another idea for next week. Every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, we meet together. And sometimes I get to do a pre-recorded that I will throw out on Wednesdays. But it has been a little extra. Keep in mind, I have 4 children, and they're a lot of work. So if I get a Wednesday video in, it is bonus. And so I'll just more love for you. All right. Have a wonderful week. Be artastic.